Corneal perforations may occur because of suppurative corneal ulcers or secondary to immunological disorders or dry eye. Seeing cornea can lead to a seeing eye, permanent blind eye, like this.
सिर्फ एक टपकती बूंद आपकी किस्मत बदल सकती है.
Small corneal perforations up to 3 mm can be sealed with cyanoacrylate glue and bandage contact lens. Large corneal perforations can be managed with either Gunderson flap, multi-layered amniotic membrane graft, corneal patch graft, and therapeutic or tectonic penetrating keratoplasty. Peripheral corneal perforations can be managed with Cricentric or banana patch graft, but all these modalities have their own limitations like availability in emergency settings and cost incurred. Tenon patch graft has been described earlier for the repair of leaking trabeculectomy blebs in the management of scleromalacia after pterygium excision and repair of traumatic scleral perforations. In corneal perforation, it was described first by Kora et al. And then by Namrata Sharma and group. Tenon tissue produces autologous fibroblasts and connective tissues, which allows it to be incorporated in the healed corneal tissue. This is a case of peripheral ulcerative keratitis with a large perforation of 5 mm with high iris prolapse in a young male. Conjunctival resection was done. Then tenon tissue of adequate size was procured from the same site. Margins were freshened. Prolapsed iris was tucked in. Resected conjunctiva was stuffed in the gutter to fill the peripheral defect. And then tenon patch was sutured over that with 10-0 nylon sutures all around. Cyanoacrylate glue was applied after drying the surface. Anterior chamber was formed and bandage contact lens was applied. Tenon patch graft was gradually taken up and cyanoacrylate glue and bandage contact lens was removed after 2 months. At more than 1 year follow-up, eye is quiet and healed with peripheral scar. This is the second case of 3-year-old child who has large perforation with iris prolapse following corneal ulcer. Size of perforation was measured and marked on adjacent conjunctiva 2 mm more than the size of perforation. Tenotomy was done and tenon's tissue was procured. Tenon's patch was secured all around the wound with a 10-0 nylon suture. A compression suture was then applied in between to press in the prolapsed iris. Now conjunctiva was advanced and sutured over the Tennant's patch to provide additional tectonic support. After 1 month of surgery, wound healed with a scarring. So Tennant patch graft is a biological tissue which gets incorporated in the corneal scar tissue as it heals. Also, Tennant patch graft is autologous tissue, readily available and cost effective with no risk of rejection or transmission of diseases. Hence, Tennant's patch graft is a simple and inexpensive novel technique of managing corneal perforations.
Thank you, Abhishek, for being on time and wonderful presentation.
Can I ask a question? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sir, Rajan?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Abhishek showed the Tenon's patch graft for the first case. He had placed the conjunctival bits, conjunctiva beneath the Tenons.
Yes, sir.
And in the second case, it was over the Tenons.
Yes, sir.
So why did you put the conjunctival bits beneath the Tenons in the first case?
Okay, sir. These two cases are different cases. First case was peripheral ulcerative keratitis with a guttering over there, and the patient is young male. Okay, so I just stuffed that gutter with the conjunctiva, whatever I resected. So that conjunctiva was resected to fill the gap, so that the conjunctiva, when it heals, it come on the same surface. Otherwise, there was always a irregular cornea over there if we put only Tennant's patch or only glue there. So that is the idea behind that. And in the other case, the child is a 3-year-old child. So the putting the glue over there is a issue in a follow-up, because the patient is not very cooperative in that, and when the patient rubs the eye, the glue will come off and it will irritate and it may cause other damage to the child. That's why I thought that if conjunctiva is there, there is additional support I can provide there, and it is safer to the child, and we can provide additional tectonic support also. And also the iris is humped there, so it presses there also and provide tectonic support.
So do you think a single layer would be okay, or do you think it should actually be multi-layered, because the intraocular pressure would probably not allow it to heal? In your case it healed, and then putting the conjunctiva, would it not cause intrusion cyst or something beneath the Tenon's graft?
No, actually it is not, sir, because Tennant's single layer tenon is okay for the purpose of tectonically heal that perforation, because once you put the tenons, it is a very hygroscopic tissue, and it swells up in the beginning, and gradually it is taken up and it fills the defect there. So single layer tenons is fine for giving that for that purpose.
Abhishek,
Yes, sir.
any chances of epithelial ingrowth or fibrous ingrowth in those cases? Have you encountered any cases?
No, sir. In the fibrous ingrowth or epithelial ingrowth is not there, because we are just putting tenons and just tuck the sutures usually so that epithelium grow over there. And I have not seen in my cases any epithelial growth, and in literature also I have not seen.
What literature says in those cases? Yeah.
A few cases are there, but I have, I think my sample size is less, and I have less experience. So.
Abhishek,
Yes.
you are putting the conjunctiva, external part of the conjunctiva just over the perforated part of cornea. Will it cause adhesions?
Hello, should I answer the question, because the question should be asked by judges only?
Rajan sir is the judge.
Okay, yeah. This is okay. Hello.
Okay, Abhishek.
Yes,
Abhishek,
Yes, sir.
You do this procedure without the use of glue.
In second case, sir, without glue. Hello,
First or
sir.
second case, is glue necessary?
Yes, sir. Glue is not necessary. Glue is just for protection only. In the first case, in peripheral ulcerative keratitis, it is already established procedure that we have to put conjunctival resection and doing glue and putting the bandage contact lens is established procedure for that peripheral ulcerative keratitis. My idea of putting the glue is just to put just to stick that thing that tenants there aggressively so that there is no leak from there.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll